Welcome back, folks. You can throw out the old calendars. It's start over day, except where the IRS is concerned. Today is Monday, January 1st, 2025. And just like that, I'm 1 for 1 so far in saying 2025 instead of 2024, but check me again tomorrow. Born on this date in 1785, Congressman, Senator, and the 5th governor of Alabama, Gabriel Moore. He was born in North Carolina and migrated inland like so many of our families would during that era. In 1804, Chief Osceola himself, Billy Powell of Tallahassee, not to be confused with Tallahassee, in an area where Osceola's name is everywhere. In 1965, current Congresswoman Terry Sewell. Today, we're going to get the dental industry into our report for the second day in a row. Today's story involves changes the Alabama Dental Association wants to see regarding insurance coverage. We also have some state politics and the number of tornadoes that touched down over the weekend. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. If you listened to Monday's report, you heard us talk about a handful of public servants who may be positioned for a run at the governor's office in 2026. But that was then, and this is 2025. You can take one of those names off of your short list. The Associated Press is reporting that Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall said he's decided not to run for governor after talking it over with his wife. He told the AP that it doesn't mean he's through with politics and that he plans to serve out his final 2 years as AG. Now, as we mentioned Monday, Marshall has been very high profile on some national left-right issues, joining other Republican state AGs to oppose Biden administration or liberal policies. He told the AP that he's had conversations with the Trump team as it prepares to retake the White House, but, quote, I made the commitment to the folks in Alabama to be here for this term, end quote. Two other major political offices that come up in 2026 are Tommy Tuberville's U.S. Senate seat and Alabama's lieutenant governor position. Now, regarding that lieutenant governor position, current office holder Will Ainsworth will be term limited out in 2026. And while he hasn't officially said he's running for governor, I will eat the microphone in front of me if he doesn't run for governor. Also in state politics, Governor Kay Ivey has called a special election to replace Greg Reed in the state Senate, reports AL.com's Mike Kaysen. Reed, a Jasper Republican, was the Senate's pro tem. Now that role is expected to be filled by Cullman Republican Garland Gudger. Reed represents District 5, which includes parts of Fayette, Jefferson, Lamar, Tuscaloosa, and Walker counties. The primary election for that seat will be March 11th. If a runoff is needed, it'll be April 8th, and the special general election will be June 24th. The Alabama Dental Association is pushing for insurance reform. AL.com's Savannah Tryons-Fernandez is going to tell us about the More for Your Smile campaign.
The Alabama Dental Association, which represents about 1,600 dentists in the state, launched a campaign earlier this month that basically asks insurance companies to change how they spend the money they collect from patients. The Dental Association wants lawmakers to pass a bill requiring insurance companies to spend at least 85% of a patient's premium on dental treatments, instead of on things like executive salaries and administrative costs. They also want companies to be transparent about how they spend the rest of that money and to refund patients if they fail to meet any of those requirements. Dentists say that the effort will help improve access to care in the state by allocating more money towards necessary care, which reduces delays. We heard from dentists who said that the proposal will help them offer more competitive salaries to their staff, enticing them to stay not only in their practice but in Alabama. And we also heard from a dental student at the University of Alabama who said that less than half of the students who graduated from the dental school last year applied to be licensed in the state. She herself said that she's struggling with the decision to either stay home here in Alabama or go to Georgia, where dentists can often make double what they do here because of the low reimbursement rates on dental treatments. Alabama right now has the second lowest ratio of dentists to population in the country, behind only Arkansas, and dentists say that's because of low insurance payments. The More for Your Smile campaign plans to begin engaging patients in the coming months to teach them about why the reform is beneficial to them and to get them to participate in a grassroots campaign to lobby lawmakers for change.
And thank you so much for that, Savannah. National Weather Service officials in Alabama have been working to evaluate this past weekend's severe weather outbreak. AL.com's Lee Morgan reports that as of this recording, the tornado count stood at 19. That number might grow a little as the survey teams finish their work. All the tornadoes were EF0s or EF1s, with the strongest twister spinning up 110 mile per hour winds in St. Clair County. Most of them were in the central part of the state, with 2 touching down in South Alabama and 1 in North Alabama. No injuries have been reported. Counties affected were Limestone, Mobile, Lamar, Marion, Shelby, Lowndes, St. Clair, Montgomery, Macon, and Baldwin. Check back at al.com/weather for any updates or any tornadoes they add to that list. Well, thank y'all so much for listening to us. We are going to be back here again tomorrow. As always, you're welcome to come by and see what we're doing anytime you want to on the World Wide Web at al.com.